This is Steve Ridgell, and occasionally on here I find a book so good that I recommend it. And so I'm recommending a book that I'm actually about halfway through now called Holy Chaos by Mark Edge. Now, I'm going to tell you three reasons why this book's really been helpful to me, and maybe it'll intrigue you enough that you'll just get on Amazon and order it too. One is I know Mark. I know Mark Edge well. I watched him grow up. I've known him to be he's got a lot of the education and the experience to write a book like this. But Mark's also got the heart. He loves Jesus and he loves God's people and he helps people. He has a business committed to helping people in their workforce. He got the church background. He's got the qualifications to write a book like that. But it's mostly because anything Mark wrote, I'd read. I'll just be honest, because I think that much of Mark. But number two, I really like the idea that chaos is a part of our life. And I didn't really think of it that way. I mean, I think in terms of trials, tribulations, sin, fallen world. But chaos really does explain a lot of what goes on in our world, all the way from the chaos of marriage to raising kids to natural disasters to making a living to church stuff to sin. All of that creates chaos in our lives. And so I really appreciate the fact that Mark helps me identify that this world is full of chaos. But what I really like is his book really identifies the difference between the chaos that I bring in my life and holy chaos, the chaos that God brings into our life. And I hadn't really thought about it that way until I started really reading Mark's book, and that's right. There's lots of chaos, but a lot of times it's self-imposed. Maybe it is my sin. Or maybe it's even when I try to move up God's timeline and what works in my life. Or when I try to take over things and, well, do it my way because I'm so sure God's way has to align with my way, and I create chaos in my life. But Mark rightly points out that sometimes God brings the chaos into our life. God does things in His timing, and when people don't recognize the holy chaos, they get frustrated and they try to move and they don't get the lessons they should learn. And when I try to do it myself, well, I don't learn any lessons except, boy, I should listen to God better. But I'm going to do a better job going forward in my life of recognizing that some of the chaos in my life may be brought by God. And it's for a purpose. It's to make me holy. It's to mold me. It's to shape me. It's for kingdom good. There's lots of reasons God might bring chaos into my life. But if I trust Him, I will grow from it. The kingdom will grow from it. And that's what I want. And so I appreciate Mark writing a book on chaos and holy chaos and what that means for me as a Christian. So I recommend anything Mark does because he's that good. I recommend anything Mark writes. But I really appreciate a topic that I hadn't thought in these terms about very much. And for Mark to point out that there is all kinds of chaos, recognize when God's involved, the holy chaos, I guess as opposed to the, well, me chaos. So thanks, Mark, and I recommend that book. Get it from Amazon, Holy Chaos, Mark Edge. This is Steve Ridgell, and I'm going to go back and read another chapter of Holy Chaos.